Hola and bienvenidos. Welcome to my live. If I am the pescatarian gardener and I am in zone 9A. If this is your first time to my live, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you coming. If you are watching the replay, thank you. Thank you so much. It really means a lot to me when people come in and they can voice their opinion, express their thoughts, ask questions. It is a wonderful thing. I am happy to be on this platform. I really enjoy talking about gardening. I enjoy talking about my pescatarian lifestyle. There are so many things associated with gardening and being a pescatarian, and it really, really is enjoyable. I love it. So I just want to say thank you if you are here. And if this is your first time here and you are not a subscriber, I invite you to join my journey. Join me, and you get to see my journey through my eyes. And if you would, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, because when you hit the notification bell, you're able to get notified of when I drop a video. So, today has been a very good day. It is really getting cooler. I am noticing that the weather is cooling down a little bit. Not much, but a little. So I'm looking now to see what the temperature is. And right now it is 78 degrees. And let's see, let's check out the humidity. Um, well, it's 94% humidity, but it's 78 degrees. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So I've been noticing the past few days it has been a lot cooler. And part of the reason why is because we there's a storm system out there somewhere, and it is cooling everything down in addition to it being closer to fall. So that's something that we have to expect. The temperatures are going down to fall. So how many days? I wanted to just look real quick. How many days till fall? Because it's very close. Okay, 13 more days until the first day of fall. So I have done a lot in regard to this fall coming. What I've done is I have done, well, started doing a whole revamp of my garden. The whole thing I'm going to be revamping. So it's been a lot of work. I'm not anywhere near finished. However, I decided, you know what? Let me go ahead on and let me do this because it's something I really want. So today's discussion is going to be about the herb mullein. Yes, guys, mullein. Mullein is wonderful. And, I have been on this journey of learning about mullein, and it's been wonderful. Hey, Darthex, thank you for coming. Good to see you. Good to see you. I appreciate you being here. Um, as always, let me know what your temperature is, and we will talk about that. How was your day? How was your day? I'm just gonna post my temperature. Um, so there it is in the chat. It's 78 here and 98 degrees humidity. Balmy 98. So it's helpful that it's only 78, because if it was still in the 90s and it was at 98% humidity, it would be sweltering. In any event, Darthex, thank you for coming. I appreciate the support. Let me know what your temp is, like I said. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about mullein, and like I was saying, I've been on this journey of learning about herbs. Um, and I realized that I've kind of always been a natural kind of girl, looking to the earth, if you will. So one of the things that I've learned is that there are a variety, an abundant of herbs out there that will help. Now, while we are not perfect, we are very much imperfect. We can benefit from using those to heal our body as much as possible. So Doc said, just got in from watering his plants. It's about 7. Okay, okay. Hey, Andrine 59. Thank you for coming in. Hello. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Do you have a channel? Yes or no, Andrine? Let us know and we can come and support if you do. If you do, we will definitely come and check you out. And as always, guys, y'all know how I do. I got my notebook so I can write notes. So I'm going to write that down. And if you have a channel, Andrine, I'm going to come and check out your channel later on and check it out. But welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you do have a channel, let us know what your channel is about. Oh, okay, no channel. Wow. Well, thank you for the support. Appreciate you. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. So yeah, so like I was saying, I've learned that these herbs really can help. So mullein is wonderful. You're not ready? You know what? At one point I thought I wasn't ready too. Because I was afraid of technology. I'm horrible with technology, but here I am and I'm doing it. And don't discount what you're doing, Andrine, because you may think, oh no, I can't. But somebody out there is going to be interested in what you're doing. Hola, mi hermana. Hey, Bouger. So good to see you. I miss you guys. Wednesday just didn't seem right without you guys. So Darth, you said you don't have a channel yet, but you are working on it. We are here to support you. So whenever you do, all you got to do is drop the word and we will be there. So yes, mullein is something I want to grow. Anything that grows huge is on the radar. I need to up my compost game. Yeah, I need to up my compost game too. Like I'm trying to really step it up this year. So like I said, the video's coming. I'm trying to tape the video from beginning and take you all the way to the end, but I'm not going to be able to do that because it's taking too long. So a third of my yard is completely different now. I've been out there working, trying to get my garden. Like I told y'all a few weeks ago, I love my garden. It is producing really well, but I don't think my garden is pretty, attractive. I want a pretty garden now. I want everything to be organized and orderly. So I got a good tip from my daughter. She said, draw it out, write it out. So that's what I did. So that first part of my garden, which I guess I'll need to edit the video between tonight and tomorrow and post it by Wednesday. And then I will go ahead and I will put it up so y'all guys can see what I've done in my garden. So back to this mullein stuff. So mullein is very easy to grow. The crazy thing about mullein, y'all, is that you may see time, and just because you don't know it, don't realize it's mullein. I say that because if you are driving down the major highway near me, which is 95, 95 runs all the way from it will take you north, all the way north to New York, and take you all the way down to Florida. There is mullein growing wild on the side of the road. Hey, G Mama, good to see you. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. It's growing wild. So I decided to do mullein because, guys, I was trying to think, wait a minute, let me see if I could grow it in my aero farm. And guys, it's growing in the aero farm beautifully. It is huge. Matter of fact, let me take a picture because I'm not in the diva den tonight, y'all. I'm in the adjacent from the kitchen. I'm gonna take a picture of the mullein, boom, and I'm gonna show y'all. so that y'all could see it. I wish okay. There we go. Let me make it bigger so y'all can see it. Look at that. That's the mullein. Y'all notice I didn't put anything in those pods because you see how big it's getting? That thing is getting big, y'all. So what do you do with melon? Mullein, excuse me. Drop my pen. Mullein, guys, is also called verbascum. So you may not know it as mullein. You may know it as verbascum. In any event, it's in this the common mullein because first of all, there's over 400 varieties of mullein, excuse me. Over 400 varieties of mullein. That's insane. But the common mullein, guys, is also known to be in the snapdragon family. Now, one thing I learned, I didn't realize in that mullein was going to flower. So once it flowers, it has the flowers that look like the flowers you see on snapdragons. So that's how it correlates. So wonderful, wonderful thing. Now, another thing is everything on mullein can be used. You can use the leaves, you can use the flowers, and you, in some instances, can use the root. I don't have any experience using the root. I will put that disclaimer out there. I don't have any experience using the root. Hey, Mike, Chaotic Gardening, how are you? Good to see you. So I can't tell you much about that. But the leaves, yes, the leaves are amazing. So you can eat the leaves and the flower. You can put them in like a salad, which is nice. Gives it a nice earthy, robust flavor to your salad, which is wonderful. If you don't mind the texture of the leaves. So here's the thing. The texture, guys, it's very velvety and soft, in my opinion. Very hey, 70 plus gardener, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming. They are soft and they have like little teeny tiny hairs on them. So I don't know. It doesn't bother me, but some people it may bother. So G Mama says the leaves of mullein are better before the plant flowers. Yes, they are. That is an excellent point, and that is 100% facts. I like it the smaller it is, to be honest with you, unless I'm making the tea. Now, the tea, what is it good for? Oh my goodness. Let's just talk about the lungs. Things associated with the lungs. Asthma, bronchitis, allergies, all those things. If you have mucus, so let's backpedal. If you're making a tea from mullein, it's so simple, guys. You get the tea. Let me show you. I'm going to snip off one of these leaves. Hold on 1 second. Okay. This is the leaf. And this is so soft. And it smells very good to me. But anyway, so you would take this leaf, and what I do is I just fold it and chop it. Chop, 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 chop. And I might use maybe 2 or 3 leaves. And then I will boil the water. I'll put it in water and I will boil it. Let it come to a boil. Then after it comes to a boil, which maybe I just let it steep for like 5 or 6 minutes more with the flame turned off. And then I will let it cool. Then I will add honey and I'll just drink it like that. Sometimes I'll put a little bit of vanilla flavoring in there. I've even tried it with almond, but I like vanilla better. So yes, I thank you for saying that, because sometimes I feel like I'm strange, but I really do like the way it smells. I really do. So G Mama, tell us what you do with your mullein. So anyway, so that is how I make my tea. Now, one thing I notice is you can drink it hot, which I prefer. Mostly everything I drink, guys, is hot. When I do drink something cold, like for example, I was at the family's house yesterday, and I was like, ooh, I think I went to some of that fruit punch. Of course, it was cold, no ice. It was just cold. And after I drank it, I'm because I'm not used to drinking cold things. I'm generally drink warm things all year round. Hey, Monica and Ziggy. I sent you an email about 45 minutes ago. So check out the email that I sent you. Thank you for coming. I appreciate your support. So you can drink mullein warm, but you can also drink it cold if that is your preference. Like I said, I like it very simple. I don't use sugar. I always use honey. I always use a local honey, and I use pure honey. So that's good. And then I like it hot, but I have had it cold. So you can put it in the fridge. But here's the thing. I notice it does not last long. It's not like a commercial tea that you buy and you stick it in the refrigerator and it's good for days. That's not how natural things work. I believe it's meant to be consumed, boom, right away or the next day. Hey, sis, what's up? Mwah, MNT living it. I love your last video. If y'all have not seen her last video, it was amazing. It was a video that was taken about two hours and change away from me. So it was like, I felt like hopping in my car, I'd be like, hey, I'm here. But really, really, really nice video. Thank you so much for coming. So G Mama says she uses it. I'm a tea fan too, and I use it on mosquito bites and on my hands in a poultice. Ah, so glad you mentioned that. The poultice. Guys, you can make tinctures with your mullein. You could get the loose leaves, or you can buy the empty capsules and put it in capsules. You can dehydrate it and put it into a powder and put it into your capsules like that. So it has a lot of uses. Thank you. So anyway, the poultice, you know, you can make the poultice using the mullein. You can add in the flaxseed, and you could use that for a burn, or if you get scolded. Sometimes you're so busy in the kitchen and you reach over, because I've done it, something that's boiling and you get a little scolded or a little burn. Make that poultice and put it on there. One thing I noticed, it takes or pulls out that burning sensation that you have when you burn yourself. And I noticed that I didn't even get a scar. And usually I will, but no scar, no scar. So those poultices, they're good for burns, they're good for scalds. Even boils is good for boils. Now, some people, I've never done it, but thank you, G Mama. Please, yes, tap that like button. Some people, guys, will smoke the leaves. So I don't know much about that, but I'm going to do more research on that, because Mr. Pescatarian is always barbecuing something. I could just put it on there and smoke it, because it has that smoke feature. So yeah, that would be great. Hey, growing what I eat. Growing what I eat. I have been checking out your stuff on Facebook. Yes. So guys, I'm also on Facebook as the Pescatarian Gardener. And I do post things, and we'll see. I'm trying to do a little bit more on Facebook too, but I am the Pescatarian Gardener on Facebook as well. And so is Growing What I Eat. So yeah, I caught your videos showing us all your little stuff growing and whatnot, all your little fruit. And I was like, hey, I need to start showing some of mine because my grapefruit trees, my lemons, my limes, they just showing out. They showing out. I'm looking for all the little green things. And my grapefruits get put on some size. So I'm happy about that. But thank you, sir, for being here. I appreciate you. Yes, it is a great healing herb. You know, excuse me, my research showed that it actually is. I knew it was an anti-inflammatory. So for those of you that don't know or have not been in a lot of my lives, I do have arthritis in my knees. So I'm always looking for something that is an anti-inflammatory. Now I already use other herbs, but it's nice to mix it up, and find out other things that you have. So one of the things that I learned was it's an antioxidant, has antioxidant properties, also antiviral properties. You know what that means? If it is has antiviral properties, guys, that means it can help fight E. coli, staphylococcus. Those are some serious hitters. So if you know how to use those herbs, that's good. Now I know that I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not. But sometimes my mind goes in all kind of directions. And I was thinking, man, during the pandemic, if you were a person that was susceptible to some people are very susceptible to everything out there. They get sick. Somebody sneezes, they're sick. If you had mullein, that would have helped you. That could help build up your immune system. And I think it's good when you use natural things versus the man-made synthetic things. I just find that to be something that works for me. So G Mama says you can boil water, inhale the fumes to avoid actually smoking it. Exactly. And that's what I have in my notes. So suppose you have that cough that with mucus. The mullein will help break that mucus up, just like G Mama said. So what you'll do is, like she said, you'll boil the water, put it in there, you put like a towel or something over your head, and you inhale it, and that will help break up that mucus. It makes the coughing more productive, and that's what you want. Now think about it. If you go to Walgreens, CVS, any of your local stores, and you go to look at cough medicine, they will have medicines that will help you have a more productive cough. Why not use this stuff right here and make your own? Because you can make a cough syrup with mullein. So my thing is, again, I'm not a doctor by any means. And I do not play one on TV, nor do I play one on YouTube. But I know what works for me. And I know what my research has shown. So G Mama says steams works as good as smoking when you're not a smoker. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it's fantastic, guys. I really do. Keep in mind, though, sometimes with natural things, it takes a little bit longer to kick in. It takes a little bit longer to take effect. So you got to be consistent. You got to be diligent, and you cannot expect instantaneous results. What do you take over the counter or prescription that is instantaneous? Not much. Not much. So why not go with something natural? See, I know where this came from. I grew it in that Aero farm. It's huge, so I'm about to transfer it outside. And then I'm going to overwinter it in my greenhouse. And I'll always keep some because I have 2 Aero farms. So I'm always going to keep an Aero farm with herbs and then an Aero farm with vegetables. So I need to make sure that I always have some. So she said, I agree. Growing what I eat says, I agree. Natural is better. I just added ashwagandha to my grow list. Yep. Now, that is one thing I need to grow, ashwagandha. So growing what I eat, did you start it from seeds or did you purchase a start? that's something I need to personally do more research on, because I do like ashwagandha, and I actually have ashwagandha, but it is something I purchased. It is not something I grew and harvested myself. But I'm trying very hard to increase my apothecary cabinet, my natural medicine cabinet, so that when something happens, boom, I've got it and I can use it. So that's why I'm growing it. Okay. So he said he purchased the start. Very nice, very nice. I think I would have to do a special order with my local nursery. They are really good with ordering things. Like if you go and you say, "Hey, do you have this?" They will tell you when they usually get it in. But if it's something they don't carry, then they will try to order it for you, and then they'll get your info and they'll call you and be like, "Hey, it's in." So that's a good thing. Um, did y'all hear my doorbell? So okay, yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm listening to it tell me who it is. Um, so anyway, hey, she is Sunshine. Good to have you. Thank you so much for coming and supporting. So yeah, so I now have something that I've added, the Mullein, to help me with the arthritis. And I'm gonna tell you, my arthritis, like I've said it many, many times, um, you know, doctors will tell you, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. So my doctor said, I can tell that you've had this arthritis for a long time. And I was like, no, I just recently started having pain in my knees. He said, well, I could tell from the MRI that it's been there for quite a while. And I said, well, I didn't have any issues until recently. So I'm sorry, my talk text is picking up an echo. Oh, okay. So my thing is, I know what's helping me, guys. It's the natural stuff. I refuse to fill that prescription for the pain. Yes, I do have pain some days, but that's when I know I need to increase it. It's a certain way I've learned to do it for myself. I increase my intake of certain things, and then it kind of alleviates. And then sometimes, to be honest with you, I overdo it. So I know. So G Mama says she grew ashwagandha and harvested seeds, but I didn't test them for germination yet. Well, let us know whenever you do. Thank you. She is Sunshine. Whenever you do, let us know, G Mama. I'm interested in that. Seeing how that done is done. Welcome, welcome, Kenneth Wilkinson. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, so I attribute to not having a lot of pain due to the way I work my mullein, my other things that I take, the natural things, because I'm not taking anything synthetic. So it has to be that. A lot of people have issues that can be solved or lessened with the use of herbs. It's beneficial. It's truly beneficial. Um, if you get sick, think about your doctor bill. Even if you have good insurance, you still have to pay something. So look at the cost of that, and then look at the cost of growing your own, harvesting your own, and creating your own. Much cheaper. And you know the source, you know where it's coming from. One thing I did find in my research, though, is that the seeds from the mullein is toxic. So you will not be eating it like pumpkin seeds. You will not be eating it like sunflower seeds. The seeds are toxic. The seeds come once it flowers and you let it go to seed. So that's just a cautionary that I found out in my research. Also, too, is on this leaf, on these leaves, I know you can't see it. There's like little hairs. You might be able to pick up on it. Well, those little hairs, guys, to some people is an irritant to their skin. It's not to mine. I have no problem. No problem. But some people do. So be careful. If you grow it for the first time, test out an area, see how it does. And this way you'll know. Why some people's skin is irritated to it, I don't know. But some people are. They develop a rash. Another thing that mullein is good for is making an ointment. So this is something I'm about to try. I've not tried it yet, but in my research, I saw that you can make an ointment with lard. So you use the mullein, a little bit of lard, and you make that ointment. I want to test it out, guys, and I have a theory that I could replace the lard with something else, but I need to make it according to the recipe that I saw, see how it does, and guys, I'm so sorry. Excuse me for 1 minute. My robot is about to clean the floor. I hear it. Okay, maybe it's not. Okay, I'm so sorry. Uh, 1 minute, babe. Can you please stop Perry at least for the moment while I'm doing my live, and then we can finish it. Thank you. I'm sorry, guys. Perry is our robot. It is a wonderful device. He actually mops the floors. He has actual rotating sponges, and it mops the floor. And after it mops, if it comes to an area like where I'm sitting now, there's an area rug. Those little sponges raise up, and then it vacuums the area rug. So that is what you guys were hearing, that or I was hearing, that was coming on. Okay, so Thursday is your birthday. Wow. Another year. Congratulations. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Yes. Ointment. Yep. Ointment. Okay, just making sure I get to everybody in the chat. So that's something that I'm going to be doing. And guys, if I do it, I will be having another live talking about mullein and the ointment. I was actually thinking about thank you. Thank you. You know, we've had a few of those. We had one and it was just the basic one. And then we got another one, which was a little bit better, and it would not bump in because one would bump into the door. If the door was closed, he'd bump into the door. The next one that we got, Rhonda, she was a little bit better, but this Perry is amazing. I did, I have the flooring, the wood flooring, and I didn't realize how much dust or whatever collects. So my husband showed me what the water looks like after Perry is finished, and I was astounded, blown away. So he keeps these floors looking really good, really good. So cool, would love it. Anything to help. I don't hear any. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I was getting nervous, to be honest with you, because I know that Perry can get a little loud. So thank you. I'm glad y'all didn't hear it. Hey, Laura's Garden and more. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming and supporting. I appreciate you. So, yeah, so I will do a live. I was actually thinking about doing a live making the tea. But it's always an issue, guys, with me with how do I set everything up to move from the stove to the counter. So because I don't have the paid version of StreamYard, not yet. Maybe one day, but I don't. If I did, I'd be able to have multiple devices or whatever, but I don't have that. The only way I could do it, guys, is if I do a premiere. So I may do that because I do have a nice little it's not a I don't know, it's a little device that I can put my camera on and it can look down on the stove really nice, and then you could see how I cut the mullein and everything, how I clean it and everything. And guys, you know, that's another thing. You know, when I buy a watermelon, for example, from the store, I always wash it before I cut it. I'm so worried because I see watermelons roll on the floor, they drop, everybody's touching them. So I wash the watermelon off, even though I'm not eating the outside. But when I cut in, I'm always thinking, am I bringing contaminant into that melon? So when you purchase loose leaves, make sure you know how they're cleaned. Make sure the company is reputable. Here's why. I'm growing mine in the Aero farm, and it's clean. It's very clean. But what happens when I take it outside? I've got bugs. I've got birds. Anything can get on there. So you gotta clean it good. Um, you know, and you want to keep the integrity of your product, your leaf, so that it will have the maximum benefits. So cleaning it is important. Another thing is you can purchase mullein commercially. It's so easy to purchase. They have teas that you can purchase. They have the leaf loose that you can buy. They have it in capsules, excuse me, that you can purchase. So yeah, just make sure that you know the source. That's why growing it is wonderful. You know the source. I am my own source. So growing what I eat said, are you pickling or making powder with your peppers? I am dehydrating my peppers and making pepper flakes because I like hot food. Like I love my stuff hot. Like I need a kick. So yeah, and I just boop 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 boop. Red pepper flakes, they're good to go. I also make hot sauce from time to time with my peppers. So I was trying to make a combination, guys, of a hot sweet pepper, like the ahi peppers, really really hot, but to cool it down a little bit, I was thinking about adding a mango extract to it to give it a nice hot, sweet flavor. Let me know what y'all think about that because I was thinking about doing that. She said everyone should wash the fruit. Yep, you should. I'm telling you, if you don't, I don't know why. Just go in the store and stand back and watch people. I seen people do this. Go touching fruit, moving this. Now, whether they do it or not consciously, I don't know. I don't care. But I see some nasty stuff. So everyone should wash the fruit they bring in their homes. Said it twice. We needed to. It's so important. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I love spicy stuff. I love it, love it, love it. We're putting a little honey in it helps sweeten it also. Ooh, why didn't I think of that, guys? I just thought about that would be good. I'm gonna try that because I do have honey. I just got some natural honey from Black's Tropical because she's right down the block and around the corner. So I got some honey from them this past weekend. So yeah. Yes, yes, yes. I think it's outstanding. Outstanding. Um, I now, since I've mastered this with the mullein, I'm gonna try a different variety now. And I'm gonna add to various varieties. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take very good notes and see which mullein works better for certain things. And then I can say, hey, I need a tincture for this, but I know this variety is a little bit more potent. This variety is not as potent, so maybe that would be better for children. This one, just a mild case of asthma. So she doesn't need this strong one right here. So many different combinations and things. you can think of that you need when you're talking about a medicinal herb. Hey, Analytic Gardener, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. And I apologize, guys. I always ask what everyone's temperature is. So tell me what your temperature was today. Today. Mine, I posted it earlier. Um, it was 78 degrees and it was 98% humidity. Now, we are accustomed to having many days in a row of temperatures in the 90s, mid to high 90s, and the heat index being way over 100 because the humidity is 100%. So we will take the 98% only because it was 78 degrees. And I noticed that we're supposed to get rain every day. So that's gonna kind of keep the temperature at bay, because I noticed there's a storm brewing somewhere. But I'm looking now at my phone and it says that uh, tomorrow and Wednesday, the high will be 84 and 86. But Thursday and Friday will be back in the 90s, and Saturday will be 77 is the high. So, wow. But rain every day at some portion. There's supposed to be rain every day. So, in any event, it is what it is. Excuse me one moment, guys. To the left. Look to the left. Yes. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Yeah. So, and oh wow. Okay. I'm loving it. High 80s this week. Too hot. Yes. Too hot. What? Okay. Everybody's speaking. Let me see some more temperatures. 88. Wow. 72 here in Boston. That sounds nice. 72. Hey, Nikki, how are you? Good to see you. I told Boucher earlier, I miss y'all already. Already. 79. Okay, nice. Yep, 78 for me. So dropping to 52. Wait, I didn't see what our low is going to be. Let me check that out. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, so the low is 71. Not bad. Not bad at all. But it is getting cooler. And I do know that, like I said, fall is coming. It's in the air. No rain this week. Good for you. We got rain coming every day. Different intervals. Some is going to be harder than others. So, it is what it is. Hey, Ma. It's what? She's walking. Oh my gosh. I know she is going to get into everything. I'm going to have to call you later. Oh my goodness. I know she must be too tickled. She can get around now. Yeah, so anyway. What? Wow. Oh no, we have had plenty of rain. You're welcome, sis. You're welcome. 69 in Cleveland, low 50. Wow. And y'all just got warm. Man, y'all just got warm. Yeah. See you, sunshine. Trying to awesome. Yep, that is awesome. Little mama's walking. How low is 59? Wow. She's gonna chase Annie. Annie's gonna be like, wow. Yeah, so I'm gonna be looking into different varieties, like I said. I want more than just the common mullein. I'm trying so hard to elevate my gardening, elevate my herbs, and become more knowledgeable with them. Put a 1 or a 2 in the chat. 1 meaning yes, 2 meaning no. Would you take a class in herbology? I asked that because I thought, oh, that would be nice to really learn more. But I feel like I've learned quite a bit already just doing my own research. Why should I pay somebody? Also, too, I like to know things. I like to learn things. So Nikki said yes, she would. Hey, Quinny, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Yeah, Miss Shirley said she would too. I'm praying for rain, but next week it'll be hot and dry. Oh man, well, hotter like like that. I love 80s. Okay, got you. A one. Yeah, pretty much everybody is saying the same thing. See, I just think it would be nice to get all that information condensed and just suck it in. And it's just like you get so much that you just, I mean, it's just so much to learn. There's thousands of herbs. So I was thinking about that. Learning, yeah, learning is fun. What would make it nice is if it is online, because I love online learning. From what I've seen, mullein has a bunch of different color flowers, but the leaves remain the same. Yep, that's what I've seen too. That's what I've seen too. So yeah. So I'm thinking about that, guys. I'm thinking about the class. Andrea Dream 59 says, yeah, she would too. So that's something I'm looking into. I just was curious as to what everybody else thought. I did have one person, not here, but someone else say, no, they would not spend the money. I personally see the benefits because this person that will give the class has a vast knowledge, vaster than what I have, and I could get it a lot easier going to a class than trying to do all the research. So I think that's really good. And you're right. Everybody's experiences are different. You're so right. So right. So yeah. So I'm thinking about doing that. I really, really am, guys. And if I do, I will share with everybody how it's going, what I'm doing. It would have to be online because I like it because it's in my home on my time. I think it would be better. I just hate to get in the car and go somewhere and sit with a bunch of strangers and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Exactly. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. You can never learn too much. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It's good to learn. Knowledge is power. I remember, you know what? I'm curious, y'all. Y'all know me on my lives. If I get a thought, I'm gonna look it up. When did the expression knowledge is power come out? Ah, whoa. It says the expression ipsa scientia potestas est, which is knowledge itself is power, occurs in Bacon's Meditations Sacre in 1597. Wow. And was written for the first time in 1668. I didn't know it was that old. But I remember the phrase in a little cartoon when I was younger that knowledge is power. And I never really paid much attention to it. I mean, I know, yeah, knowledge is power. The more you learn, the more you can do with it. But now I get it. Knowledge is power. This knowledge about this mullein is power. Power to take my own health into my hands and not rely on someone else to say, take this pill every 2 hours, whatever, whatever. So Andream 59 says, I have so many classes popping up on my timeline on Facebook. Yeah, I've seen it too. The thing is, just finding one that's reputable because I've seen it on Facebook, even on my phone when I'm doing things and a commercial will pop up and I'm like, oh my goodness, because they listen to you. They listen to you and they feed you whatever it is you hear, they feed you. Start talking about a subject, you're going to get a commercial or an ad in regard to whatever you start talking about. Hey, Cassandra, South Fulton Garden. So happy to see you, girl. Happy to see you. So this is, I remember it from G.I. Joe. Yeah, exactly. I remember, now that you say it, I remember that too. Ah, bam. Knowledge is power only when you use it. I'm so glad you put that in there because you can know something and not use it. So, what's the benefit? I'm glad you said that because people know a lot of things. For example, y'all know I love cruising, but they know that they're supposed to wash their hands and they sing a little song, the crew. They have crew station when you come in to the area to eat. They have crew telling you to washy washy, and you'll be surprised how some people just walk straight in and don't wash their hands. We all know we need to do it. We all know it should be 20 seconds. We all know this, but some people just don't practice it. So thank you for putting that out there. Only when you use it. Yeah, I tell you, it's something. So so happy everybody is here. Yes, Mike, it is very nasty. We had one guy, we were going in, my husband and I, and the guy said, washy, 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 washy. He turned to the man and said, no, that's not cute. That's nasty. I'm going to avoid you. That's why, guys, I walk with anything to keep my hands clean. And fortunately, I have never got COVID. My husband has never gotten COVID. But a lot of people have, unfortunately, because of people or the environment around them not being clean and they passing it around. So yeah. What? What? Tell me I don't see this. Yes. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Guys. Oh, you enjoy yourself, sis. Enjoy yourself. You're gonna have a blast. I know you're gonna have a blast. So enjoy yourself. Have as much fun as you can. Just de-stress, relax. I wish I was coming with you. I wish I could hop in your suitcase and join you. I don't know. Maybe one day we'll get together and go on a cruise. Yeah, so I love cruising. I have one coming up. I wash my hands like I'm about to do surgery. People who don't wash their hands scare me. Me too. Me too. Because I wonder to myself why they don't. Why is it that they don't? Some don't even think about it. And that's something that my husband tells me that really pisses him off. When he's in his truck and he gets out and he'll go to a truck stop and people will come in the bathroom, use the bathroom, and walk straight out. And he says it's so nasty and disgusting. They could do anything in there, even boo-boo, and they still just walk straight out. That's nasty. Another thing is that's why I never touch it up. I think I might be buffering. I apologize if I am. Tissue to open that door. After I wash my hands, I don't touch that nasty thing. It's disgusting. Really disgusting. But anyway, yes. Please, guys. Thank you. I hope I don't get sick. You probably won't. Just do what you're supposed to do and you should be okay. Really. I know a lot of people are afraid or to have told me, oh, I wouldn't go cruising because of, people getting sick and everything. Once cruising opened up, my husband and I have cruised 2 or 3 times a year and we're good. We were on one cruise ship and we didn't hear anybody getting sick. And then we've been on cruise ships where we've heard 80 people got sick. So, sometimes it's the habits. So you got to keep that in mind. So I do have, yes, it is nasty. Oh no. Yeah, girl. It's disgusting. He's just like, that's super nasty. What is, I think it's natural selection relies on dumb people to thin the herd. No, guys, it's the lion. Yeah, man. That's what I say. Dumb people. Um, some people, I work with medical professionals, have seen a few leave the restroom and go straight to the break room without water. It's nasty. Like, oh my goodness. Y'all saw it get bright? That's the light on the Aero farm. The way I have it situated. So now it's super bright. Yeah. It's just disgusting, y'all. In this day and age, there's no reason why we shouldn't. I use tissue door too, unless it swings. Yep. Boom. That's right. That's right. Um, okay, we are in danger anytime we are. We really, really are. Is protect yourself. Just protect yourself. So she's like, everyone is speaking. So, guys, it's almost time. I got 4 more minutes left to my hour. I again just want to ask that you please give me a thumbs up for tonight's live. It really helps me to grow. And I am trying to grow my channel, my audience. I love this. I love talking about gardening, pescatarian things. I am one day going to do a live and cook on my show, just to show everybody what I do, what I eat, I love talking about herbs. I love talking about gardening and growing things. And for those of you that have missed it, I'm going to be dropping the video. It is not the way I want it to be. It is part 1 of the revamping of my garden, because I want my garden to look pretty. So I've revamped it. So a third of the garden is done, and I want to show everybody that. So look for that video to drop soon. I must edit it. Cassandra, I had to ask a medical doctor to wash his hands before touching me. He looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, you touching that nasty doorknob? You're not touching. That's right. Let me tell you something. I used to be afraid. I used to be nervous to speak up. Not anymore. It's me. I gotta protect me. If you can't do it, then I gotta let go of my inhibitions and open up my mouth. So I agree with you, Nikki. I agree with you 100%. Yes, yes, yes. I hope y'all enjoy it when I do it. So so like I said, I wanted the video to be of the complete transformation of the garden, but it won't be that way. It's just taken a long time to get it done. So I figured, you know what, let me just do it in part. Part 1, the beginning. Part 2, the middle. And 3, the finale. And then maybe the finale might be an actual garden tour. We'll see. But I'm trying to. Yeah. And you would think as a doctor that they would not have to be told to wash their hands. It's ridiculous. It's really, really ridiculous. But think about it. How many times have you been? I remember when I was in New York, and by the hospital is a restaurant. I kept seeing so many doctors come in there with their lab coats. Why are you coming out of the hospital with your lab coat on to go back into the hospital? You're bringing all of that back with you. Like, take that off, put it in your locker, put it somewhere, and stop that bringing that in. But I used to see them. I mean, the restaurant used to be packed with them. So, crazy. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I see it and it just makes me cringe. Something that they should know. So again, it goes back to what A Dream 59 said. Knowledge is power when you use it. So, thank you so much. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you so much coming. I really do. And work on that channel. If it's in the future, we will support. I promise you, we will support. Definitely. What about the people handling your food? They wearing gloves and touching everything with those gloves and then back to your food. No. And let me tell you something. I have no problem walking out. There is one thing that my dad taught me when we were younger. Where I lived, there was a German deli that my dad loved. And the father would always deal with the money. The mother and the daughter always dealt with the food, and it never cross contaminated. And he said that's why he would go there, because they were clean. But you're right. So many people do that. They touching food. They touching this. They touching that. Take them nasty gloves on and put on a new pair. That is disgusting. And you have to also know how to take gloves off. If your gloves are dirty because you're doing something, you take your 2 fingers, you slip it inside, ball that up, and then you take the other one and ball it over so the dirty part is inside, and what's in your hand is the inside of the glove that you're holding. That is how nurses are taught to take their gloves off. There's no point in, hey, Bayou Sugar, good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming. That is the proper way to take off your gloves. If you have gloves and you touching everything and then you touch it and touch the glove, you just put it on your hand. You just put the contamination on your hand. So you can't do that. You can't do that and then say, I'm clean, I'm sterile. No, ma'am, that does not work. That does not work. Nikki said, people frustrate me. It's a wonder. Listen, I feel you though. Sometimes you just want to be like, what are you doing? That's nasty. Or people that constantly touch their nose and be in their nose and then touch stuff. Really? In the privacy of your home? I get it. You still need to wash your hands though. But you out in public doing that, in a restaurant, at the store, that's nasty. Who raised y'all? That's what I want to know. Who raised y'all? Let me tell you, working in the field that I do, I see a lot. And I try very hard to teach the young people that I come in contact with the importance of being clean. I can also tell you a lot of children are not being raised to do this and the proper way to do it. So it's a work in progress, but I do it because they're going to grow up. And then if I didn't do my part, I'm going to feel a certain way. So I'm trying my best. So I love you guys. Thank you. I really try. I love you guys. I love this forum where I can talk because I love to talk, in case you didn't know. And I'm very much humbled when I see people supporting me. So all 21 of you that are in the bushes, out the bushes, commenting, not commenting, thank you. Besos. I appreciate you all. And whatever you're doing, as I always say, you enjoy it. Gózalo. Good night, everybody. Good night, M&T. Good night, G Mama. Good night, Nikki. Good night, Mike. Good night, Bayou Sugar. Good night, Analytic Gardener. Good night, I'm Andream 59. Good night, Cassandra South Fulton Garden. Good night, everybody.